and I have identified that the mental maths aspect of the assessments that the children have carried out should obviously be raising their overall mark. In actual fact, it's not doing an awful lot. So it's ideally, that's our next target, is to work on the mental maths aspect. It is tricky because obviously under times conditions, I've got a set of questions for 5 seconds to answer, then 10 seconds and 15. So as well as, you know, in your head thinking I've got to work out the answer, you're under time pressure as well. So it's something we really want to focus on this term to improve on. So we've now timetabled in for children to carry out a 15 or 20 minute session every day where they complete a set of mental maths questions independently, but then we all come together then and talk about the answer, but then also talk about the strategy that we use and the method that we use to get the answer. We can share those methods because obviously people are going to have different opinions about the quickest way to work it out or the easiest way to work it out. So really it's just about communicating how we can work those answers out in the most efficient and effective way, because it is something that, like I say, isn't helping their overall assessment levels. It's something that needs to be worked on. So the aim of the session is to improve their knowledge on how to answer the questions, have a range of strategies as well to use, and we think by having those short 15-20 minute sessions every day, it's just that input that the children need just to really remind themselves of what to do, and so they're not completely phased, because I think you can see they're like rabbit in headlights sometimes. When first of all you're told you've got 5 seconds to answer these questions, and then you move on to the next question and they're still in a bit of a muddle about answering the initial question because they haven't quite worked out how to answer it. And it's just really getting familiar with the setup of the mental maths test, and also, like I say, having those strategies really firmly in place. It's just a case of, right, that's that sort of question, I know how to work it out, 5 seconds, done. So obviously to be able to do that, children obviously need to have really secure knowledge of the times table, facts, basic number bonds, those sorts of things, which will help them to answer the questions quickly and efficiently. So is that
yeah, and it's making a difference already. I mean, that 20 minutes is in addition to the maths lesson. So we have an hour maths lesson every day from 11 till 12 anyway, of which 15 minutes, 10 minutes of that is a mental oral starter. But this is a 20-minute extra that we have at the beginning of the day from 9 till 9:20, very quick fire. Which I think has already shown improvement. I know Stuart was in my maths lesson yesterday actually, and we were looking at strategies, and the children are becoming much more confident in oralising their strategies, because the thing about assessment is it's not enough to write down the right answer. You know, there can be a massive discrepancy between the marks you might get in an assessment between just putting the answer down but being able to describe in as much as 1 mark for the answer, 4 marks for the answer, plus your 3 steps, and actually an explanation of how you did it. So we're spending time at the moment focusing on really being able to talk about the strategies, and they are much more familiar. I said to somebody yesterday. So somebody who used to always say to me, because I just know, right? So when I used to say, how did you work that out? I just know. So I said, well, yes, you do just know, but there is always a reason why you just know. There's something you've used. You might not be aware of what it is, but it will have happened somewhere. It might be very faint, because it might be very quick and very easy, but it will be there. And this person was able to say to me yesterday, well, actually, it was my knowledge of number bonds, I think I realised. And I was like, yeah, it is. Yes, I love it. So that's fabulous. In our maths lessons this term already, we've had a very exciting lesson delivered by Mr. Edwards, sir. It was really, really lovely, and I have spoken to him about it. You know, it really got the children fired up about it. It's nice for them to hear somebody else other than us droning on, so it's really nice to have a different approach. Rob came in and did an algebra lesson, and the children don't think they know what algebra is. The fact is they've been doing algebra since they were in year 1, because basically a missing digit in a calculation is algebra. So, but he took it 1 step further and got them to think about equations and how you can balance an equation, etc. So that was fabulous, really, really enjoyable.